What's going on, guys? It's Crowlando here. Welcome to another one of my ASMR videos. It's going to be a bit rusty for me because obviously I haven't filmed an ASMR video or any video in about a year now. But thanks to everyone who's kept watching my videos. I've got like 10,300 subscribers and that's just crazy. And over the whole year, I've still had like comments every day, every week and every day. So that's just amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed replying to the comments still, even without filming any videos. So yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, basically today I'm gonna be excuse me. I'm gonna be looking at some of my old Pokemon cards, as you can see. Like I have here. Oh, excuse my computer, it's kind of gone into like a high level power mode for some reason. No idea why. I'm looking at getting a new one soon because this one's a bit outdated now. But yeah, I love doing videos mostly for the community. My hands. But yeah, I will have some gaming videos coming after this one. I'm playing a new game called Total Battle. It's amazing. So yeah, I look forward to showing you the gameplay. Okay, so let's get on with the video. I don't know if there'll be any issues. I've tried to set up the lighting, the camera, and like the microphone and everything as best I can. So it's still rusty yet. It's like my first day on YouTube. Quick swig of my drink. Okay. Ow! Bash my elbow. Yeah, so basically I'm just using this big pen. What does I say? BU3 grip. It's one of these weird ones where you push it in there and then press it in the side. Yeah, I'm just using this to like underline stuff. But yeah, I'm going to read through most of it. As you can see, we have Bulbasaur here. Level 40 HP. It's the old style from like the late 90s. You can't see it very well, but it's actually sealed under this plastic. My camera's probably going to zoom in and out on the focus, but yeah, it's actually sealed under plastic, so I can touch it like that, and it's not actually touching it. I don't know if I lift it up. Yeah, see, you can see sealed under plastic. So yeah, I'll carry on. We've got Bulbasaur, 40 HP. It's excuse me. Its move is Leech Seed. What does I say? Unless all damage from this attack is prevented, you may remove one damage counter from Bulbasaur. So the Leech Seed does 20 damage. God, I haven't played Pokemon in like 20 years. So yeah, there's Bulbasaur. So if you move over to here, you see, I wonder if I lift the page up a little bit. You can see a bit darker is Ivysaur. And Ivysaur's a bit higher with 60 HP. Ivysaur actually has 2 attacks, Vine Whip, which is 30 damage, and Poison Powder, which is 20 damage. I've got so much gas at the moment. I don't know if you can hear like bubbles coming out of my mouth on the actual microphone. So yeah, it does Poison Powder, Vine Whip. Poison Powder, defending Pokemon are now poisoned. So yeah, I haven't actually got Venusaur, so I can't really show you. But yeah, if we look over here, I've got a shiny Kangaskhan. It's actually 90 HP, so a lot stronger than these two. It's shiny, as you can see. It's got an ability called Fetch, where you can draw 1 card. And then its damage move is Comet Punch. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 20 damage times the number of heads, 20 times. And then there's like a Japanese version of Kangaskhan as well, but the HP is actually 80 rather than 90. I have no idea what that says, so I can't read it out unfortunately, but it's got 10 and 30, so yeah, can't really read that out. Right, let's turn it over. Okay, so on this side you can see Squirtle, Watertortle, Dragonite, Hitmonlee, but it's in Japanese, Charmander, a Japanese Charmeleon, a pretty rare Dragonite, and it's like a movie electric buzz. That's why it's got its movie logo. So if we head over here to Squirtle, I don't actually know if it'd be better of me talking like this or talking like this, guys. So let me know if you want me to talk like this or talk in a whisper. Comment below. Wait, hang on. Oh, I can't really do below. It's at a weird angle. No, I can't do it. Comment below. Right, hang on. Yeah, if I do that, comment below if you want me to talk like this or talk like this, and then I can read Squirtle out and Wartortle. I can't even say it. Wartortle in this voice, or I can whisper it. Maybe I'll whisper the next few pages and then I'll talk normally on the next couple of pages. Okay, so we've got Squirtle, 40 HP. It does a bubble move which does 10 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralysed. It's also got withdraw. Flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to Squirtle during your opponent's next turn. Any other effects or attacks still happen. So yeah, that's Squirtle. Then this is also protected, as you can see. Then we have Wartortle. Oh, I hate saying that because I just can't say it. It's 70 HP, so obviously it's going to be stronger. It does withdraw again, and it's got it written as the exact same ability, so I won't read it out again. But it does bite, which is 40 damage, way higher than Squirtle's bubble. Quick swig of my drink here. So yeah, we move on to Dragonite, which is is that a movie promo? Yeah, it's the first movie promo, same as Electabuzz. So yeah, we've got Dragonite, evolves from Dragonair, 90 HP. It does a pretty heavy attack called Supersonic Flight. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. So yeah, you've got like a 50-50 chance of it doing 60 damage. Hold it up a bit. Then, as you can see, we've got a Japanese shiny, I don't know if you can say it real well, Hitmonlee, 60 damage, and it's got a 50 attack. I have no idea what that says, because I don't have the other version. Everyone does that tapping, and it doesn't really do anything for me. I don't know if it does anything to anyone, to be honest. Yeah, so we've got Charmander here, 50 HP. It's actually got 2 attack moves, way more than Squirtle over here. So Charmander does Scratch, 10 damage, but it also does Ember. So if you discard Fire Energy card attached to Charmander in order to use its attack, you can do 30 damage instead of 10. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. We've also got this Japanese Charmeleon here. It's got 50 HP and 2 attacks, that 20 and 70, and obviously I don't know what they are because in Japanese. So yeah, it's a bit of lag with my hands then. Don't mind me just swigging a drink here. I can just tap the side of it. Can't really show it on the screen, but hey yo. Yeah, so then we move down to Dragonite. This is a pretty rare Dragonite. That's the movie edition, and this is like a rarer version. So yeah, it evolves from Dragonair. It's actually got 100 HP, where this one's only got 90. It does a slam attack, which flip 2 coins. The attack does 40 damage times the number of heads, so it's 40 times. So it can do way more damage than that one. I can't remember. Oh, it's just got this mark, this like special mark here. The focus isn't very good on that. I don't know if you can see it's shiny. But yeah, it's that mark that makes it a bit rarer. It's obviously got a bit of damage to the sides here, but it's still protected. But you got to remember, these are from when I was a kid, so I was playing with these. I didn't keep them in pristine condition, which I should have. Then we move on to Electabuzz, which is pretty common because it's the movie edition. 60 HP. It's got a light screen. Whenever attack does damage to Electabuzz after applying weakness and resistance during your opponent's next turn, the attack only does half the damage to Electabuzz, rounded down to the nearest 10. Any other effects of attack still happen. Then does a quick attack. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage plus 20 more damage. If tails, the attack does 10 damage. So yeah. Right, we're moving over. Boom. Okay, this is really rare because that's a first edition Machamp. So that's probably my rarest card. And in this book, I've got a shiny Vaporeon, shiny Dark Arbok. But yeah, I was checking to see if that was first edition, but it's some, I can't remember what that is. So yeah, I'm gonna read. Wait, how many more? I'm gonna read this out, like whispering, and then I'm gonna change my voice for the next page. Okay, so we've got Machop here, 50 HP, 20 punch, 20 kick. So yeah, pretty basic, but it does 2 attack moves. Then we've got Machoke, which evolves from Machop, 80 HP, which is quite a significant jump. It's quite strong because you've got Karate Chop, deals 50 damage, minus 10 damage for each damage. Counter on Machoke, so 50. Then it does Submission. Machoke does 20 damage to itself, so 60. So yeah, it was also damaging the HP by 20. And then we move on to the big gun, which is Machamp. Excuse me. Which evolves from Machoke. I don't know if you can see it. I'm stuck. It's shiny, same as a Dark Arbok. It's 100 HP, so pretty strong. It's got a power Pokemon strike back ability. Seismic Toss does 60 damage. It does the same as this, but then if Machoke does Submission, it also does 20 damage to itself, where Seismic Toss doesn't do any damage. So this strike back whenever your opponent attack damages Machamp, even if Machamp is knocked out. This power does 10 damage to the attacking Pokemon, so whoever attacks Machamp gets 10 damage to its HP. So that's pretty impressive. Okay, move over to Dark Arbok. It evolves from Ekans. It's obviously the Dark type, not the original Arbok. It's got 60 HP. It does a move called Poison Vapor. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon, so 10 damage. So it does like a basic 10 damage, but it does 10 damage to each of the opponent's benched Pokemon, so it can be quite effective. It does Stare. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack does 10 damage to that Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for this attack. Any other effect that would happen after applying weakness and resistance still happens. If that Pokemon has Pokemon power, the power stops working until the end of your opponent's next turn. Interesting. Okay, so we'll move over here. I'll pick up the page. One moment. They stuck together slightly. This is the compression. Okay, so we've got Geodude, 50 HP, and it does a Stone Barrage of 10. Flip a coin until you get tails. The attack does 10 damage times the number of heads, and then obviously it evolves into Graveler, which is 60 HP, only 10 more than Geodude's. It does an ability called Harden, so during your opponent's next turn, whenever 30 or less damage is done to Graveler, after applying weakness and resistance, prevent that damage. Any other effects of attacks still happen, and it does a Rock Throw, which is 40 damage, so it's quite strong. I can't believe I can read that from here because I'm sat all the way over here. Okay, so then we've got Lapras down here, which is actually a shiny, the same as Vaporeon. Lapras doesn't evolve from anything. It's got 80 HP. It's got an ability called Water Gun, does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Lapras, but not used to pay For this attack's energy cost, you can add more than 20 damage in this way, 10 plus. Confuse Ray, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused, but you need 2 of these. Yeah, I didn't point out the energy cards you need to activate these attacks. So obviously with Seismic Toss, you've got 4 there. Yeah, so that does 10. If we look over to Vaporeon, that evolves from Eevee, which I actually think is further on somewhere in there. It's got 80 HP again, the same as Lapras. It does a quick attack. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 damage plus 20 more damage. If tails, the attack does 10 damage, 10 plus. The other attack is Water Gun. Does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Vaporeon but not used to pay for this attack's energy cost. Extra water energy after the second doesn't count, 30 plus. Let's turn it over. Right, now I'm going to talk in this voice after I swig my drink. Okay guys, so comment below if you prefer this voice or you prefer me whispering. So we'll move on to Abra. It's got 40 HP. It's a Team Rocket Abra. It does Vanish. Shuffle Abra into your deck. Discard all cards attached to Abra. I need to say Discord. It does Psy Shock. Flip a coin. If it heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. 10 damage. So it's pretty basic. And then it evolves into Kadabra. I haven't actually got Alakazam on here. All the best cards. These are all from my childhood though. So I will actually show you a card in a minute, but yeah, this is 60 HP, so a bit more than the Abra. It does recover. Discard 1 psychic energy card attached to Kadabra in order to use this attack. Remove all damage counters from Kadabra. And then it does Super Psy, which is 50, and obviously you need these energy cards. So if we move down to here, there's Blaine's Vulpix, which is obviously these are gym leaders. As you can see, it's like a gym edition. We've got Blaine's Vulpix, Erica's Bellsprout, Sabrina Slowpoke, Lieutenant Sarge's Magnemite. So basically this is a level 50 HP Vulpix. It does an attack bite which does 10 damage. You can call Will-O-the-Wisp, flip 3 coins for each heads. If you have a fire energy card in your discard pile, put it into your hand. And we'll move over to Erica's Bellsprout, which is also 50. Oh, I was going to say all of these are 50, but the Magnemite's 40. So Bellsprout just does 1 move, which is Careless Tackle. Erica's Bellsprout does 10 damage to itself. So with the 20 damage, it'll lower the damage to lower the HP to 40. So it's quite lame. We'll do this in a minute. We'll move on to Sabrina's Slowpoke, which is also 50 HP. Does a lazy attack. Sabrina's Slowpoke is now asleep after doing damage, 30. So that's pretty impressive compared to the other two. Lieutenant Sarge's Magnemite, 40, but it's probably my favourite out of the 4. It does Thunder Shock. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralysed. So 10, so you can paralyze the Pokemon, and then once you've done that, you can do 20 tackle damage, and then if you evolve it again, yeah, it just gets stronger and stronger. So we'll move up to Nidoran here, 40 HP, it's a Horn Hazard, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing, 30, so you've got a chance to do 30 or a chance to do nothing. I can't actually remember what the symbol for male or female is. Comment below if you know what that is. Then it evolves into Nidorino, 60 HP, which is 20 more. It looks so much cooler though, doesn't it, compared to that? And the background's sick as well. Well, and damage, it does a double kick, flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. So yeah, if you get 2 heads, it's like 60 damage. Then it's got Horn Drill, which is 50. That's pretty impressive, but you also need these energy cards. And then obviously, I don't have Nidoking, sadly. Do know all the cards, I just don't have a lot of them. Right, is that? Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we've got Ghastly here, which is 50 HP. It does a lick, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed.
which is 10 points. Energy conversion, put up to 2 energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Ghastly does 10 damage to itself. Okay, so it's basically getting your energy cards back, but you lose HP down to 40 in the meantime. We've got Haunter, which is the one up from Ghastly. It's 60 HP. Stuck on a cable there. 60 HP. Does Hypnosis. The defending Pokemon is now asleep. It also does Dream Eater. You can't use this attack unless the defending Pokemon is asleep. So you've basically got a Hypnosis first, and then move over to Dream Eater, which I swear I said meter then. Dream Eater, which does 50 damage. And then Gengar, obviously above that, which I didn't have. And then I don't know if this is rare or not, but there's this Japanese Pikachu. I don't know how old it is. I don't know much about it, to be fair. If you know anything about this type of Pikachu, comment below. And then here we have the movie Mewtwo, which is actually quite rare. It's a promo, but there can't be that many of them around now. 70 HP. It does energy absorption. Choose up to 2 energy cards from your discarded pile and attach them to Mewtwo, so that's pretty good. And then Psyburn, which does 40 damage, so it's quite a strong card. Move over to here, we've got Rhyhorn. I don't know why they've put them that way around or not next to each other. We've got Rhyhorn, which is 70 HP. These are quite strong as they are. It does a Leer, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack Rhyhorn during your opponent's next turn. Benching either Pokemon ends this effect. Then it does a Horn attack, which is 30. But then you evolve it to Rhydon, which is 100 HP, which is impressive. And then look at these. Horn attack 30, Ram 50. Rhydon does 20 damage to itself. If your opponent has any bench Pokemon, he or she chooses one of them and switches it with the defending Pokemon. Do the damage before switching the Pokemon. Switch the Pokemon even if Rhydon is knocked out. So yeah, 20 it will get taken down to 80. We've got Cubone over here, 40 HP. It does a Snivel. Oh yeah, what did someone tell me? That the head of Cubone is what is it? Isn't it like a Charizard head? And I can't remember. Something to do with that it's meant to be a Charmander, but it never got its flame. So basically, it looks like a Charmander. It never got its flame, and then it's got its like mother's head or something. Yeah, it's just really dark. It does Snivel, obviously. If the defending Pokemon attacks Cubone during the opponent's next turn, any damage done by the attack is reduced by 20. After applying weakness and resistance, benching either Pokemon and this effect ends this effect. Does Rage, does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each counter on Cubone. So yeah. Then it evolves to Marowak, where it kind of gets out of its sad phase and starts throwing a boomerang. 60 HP. They kind of go up by 20 every time. Well, that's 10, but most of the time 20. Does boomerang, flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Call for a friend. Search your deck for a... Is that like an Earth energy card? I can't actually remember what the energy cards are. Basic Pokemon card and put it into your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. You can't use this attack if your bench is full.
Right, I'm going to read these in a softer voice now. We've got Shelder. Oh my god, look how pathetic it is. Oh, I love Cloyster though, and Kingler. The graphics are so good, and Poliwhirl. I think these three are my favourite. It's like a water page. Okay, so we've got Shelder, 30 HP. It's got Supersonic, flip a coin if heads. The defending Pokemon is now confused. It's also got that. I can't remember what that is. Hiding Shell, flip a coin. So pathetic. Flip a coin if heads. Prevent all damage done to Shelder during your opponent's next turn. Any other effects of attack still happen. Well, we're going to have to go down to Cloyster now because it evolves from Shelder. It's 50 HP. I just love the way it looks and the background is so sick. It does Clamp, flip a coin. of heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. If Tails' attack does nothing, not even damage, but it does 30. So if you get it right, you paralyze and do 30 damage, which is impressive. Spike Cannon, flip 2 coins. The attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. Yeah, I really like that card. Don't mind me just having a drink. Okay, so we've got Krabby, Mr. Krabs, 50 HP. Call for family. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon named Krabby and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. You can use this attack if your bench is full. I can't believe I can read that from here. It's so small where I'm sat. Then we've got Iron Grip, which is 20, so it's pretty basic. Probably better than Shelter though. Then obviously it evolves into Kingler, which is 60 HP. It does a flail, does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on Kingler. And then Crab Hammer, 40. It might be stronger than Cloyster, but I still like Cloyster better. Okay, so now we move into Poliwag, 40 HP. It does a basic water gun, does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each water energy attached to Poliwag, but not used to pay for attacks energy cost. Extra water energy after the second don't count, 10 plus. Then obviously it evolves to Poliwhirl, which is 60 HP. Poliwhirl's pretty impressive. It does Amnesia. Choose one of the defending Pokemon's attacks. That Pokemon can't use that attack during your opponent's next turn. Double Slap, flip 2 coins. This attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. That's cool. These are all like evolves from the ones at the top, which is awesome. We've got Staryu, Missies. It just says slap, slap, 20 damage and 40 HP. So yeah, it's very basic card. Then it obviously evolves to Starmie, which is 60 HP. Looks a lot cooler there. And then it starts to do more damage. It does recover, discard 1 water energy card attached to Starmie. In order to use this attack, remove all damage counters from Starmie. Star Freeze, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed, plus 20 damage. Still not as good as those 3. Okay, moving on to these. I don't know more pages. We haven't got too many more. Okay. So we've got Venonat here. Considering I laid these out as a kid, they're quite really well laid. It's got 40 HP. It does Stun Spore. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. 10. Leech Life. Remove a number of damage counters from Venonat equal to the damage done to the defending Pokemon after applying weakness and resistance. 10. So yeah, 10 for both. Yeah, so Venomoth, which evolves from Venonat, is 70 HP. Pokemon Power Shift. Once during your turn before you attack, you may change the type of Venomoth to the type of any other Pokemon in play other than colourless. This power can be used if Venomon is asleep, confused or paralysed. That's pretty cool. Then it does Venom Powder, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. 10. So it's quite weak, but it just does damage over time. Then we've got a really good Team Rocket looking card, Dark Rapidash, 60 HP. It does Rear Kick for 20 damage. Flame Pillar, oh my god, this is so small. You may discard 1 fire energy card attached to Dark Rapidash when you use this attack. If you do, and if your opponent has any benched Pokemon, choose one of them and this attack does 10 damage to it. Don't apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon. That was hard to read. Okay. Moving on to Dark Electrode, which evolves from Dark Voltorb, but any Voltorb or Dark Voltorb, I can say it then. 60 HP. It does Rolling Tackle, which is 10. It's Team Rocket. It does Energy Bomb. Take all energy cards attached to Dark Electrode and attach them to your bench Pokemon. in any way you choose. If you have no bench Pokemon, discard all energy cards attached to Dark Electrode, 30 damage. Then we've got Zubat and Golbat, coughing and wheezing. Zubat, 40 HP. Supersonic, flip a coin. If heads, defending Pokemon is now confused. Leech Life, remove a number of damage counters from Zubat equal to damage done by the defending Pokemon. After applying weakness and resistance, if Zubat has fewer damage counters than that, remove all of them, 10. So yeah, it's pretty basic. Moving over to Golbat, 60, so 20 more. The usual. The design, well, saying that, the design on both is actually pretty cool, but I really like this one. It does Wing Attack, which is an instant 30 damage, which is decent. Then Leech Life, the same as Zubat, but with more damage. I won't read it again because it's pretty much the same, apart from they've changed Zubat to Golbat. So yeah, it's cool. Then we've got Coughing, 50 HP. I hate coughing, like as in coughing in general. It does Foul Cast, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned. If tails, it is now confused, 10. So basically it confuses or poisons the Pokemon either way. And then it evolves to Wheezing, which is 60 HP, 10 more than coughing. It does Smog, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned with 20 damage. Self-Destruct does 10 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Wheezing does 60 damage to itself, so it does 60 damage. Plus it wipes out itself, basically. That's why it's called Self-Destruct.
Okay, we've got 2.5 more pages. I'm gonna talk these out in a, I don't even know what the voice is, soft spoken. Okay, so we've got Oddish, that actually evolves to Gloom, but this is the Dark Gloom because it's a rocket one, same as Dark Raticate, that's a rocket one. Any more rocket? No. So we've got a basic aura. Oh, no, wait, that's a team, not a dark, but that's a Team Rocket one as well. So yeah, we've got Oddish, it's 50 HP. Sleep Powder, the defending Pokemon is now asleep, so it puts Pokemon to sleep. Poison Powder, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned, so it does no damage, but it can put Pokemon to sleep and poison them, so it's quite useful for abilities. And then it evolves to Dark Gloom, Pokemon Power, Pollen, what does it say? Stench. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now confused. If tails, your active Pokemon is now confused. This power can't be used if Dark Gloom is asleep, confused, or paralyzed. And then it also does Poison Pounder. The defending Pokemon is now poisoned, but it does 10 damage. So yeah, they're basically ability cards. We've got a very basic Ratata. Oh God, I hate saying this card. Ratata. It's 30 HP, which is pretty weak. It's probably one of the weakest cards. There's 20 damage and a bite, basic bite. But then it evolves, that's not a Team Rocket one though, but it evolves to Raticate, but this is Dark Raticate, 50 HP. It does a Gnaw, which is 20 damage, and a Hyper Fang, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. So if you get heads, you can do 50 damage, so it's quite impressive. Okay, then we move over to Bellsprout, 40 HP. It does a basic Vine Whip, which is 10. Did we? I swear we already looked at Bellsprout. Yeah, we looked at Erica's Bellsprout, which is actually different because if you look at it, it's Careless Tackle 20, 50 HP, where this basic Bellsprout's only 40 HP, and it does Vine, which is 10, so it's a lot weaker. But it's also got Call for Family. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon named Bellsprout and put it onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. You can't use this attack if your bench is full. Then it evolves to Weeping Bell, which is 70 HP. It does Poison Powder, flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now poisoned, which also does 10 damage. And it does Razor Leaf, which is 30 damage. Move it to Goldeen, very basic Pokemon, 40 HP, and it does a Horn attack of 10. It's, without the HP, it'd be weaker than Rattata. Ratata, yeah. But it involves Sea King, which looks a lot cooler actually. 70 HP. It does a horn attack of 10 and waterfall of 30, but it's still not very strong. Right, we're on to the last page. We've got Deduo. Yeah. It does a fairy attack. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads, 10 times at 50 HP. Then we've got Dodrio. I think it's Dodrio after that. 70 HP. Power Pokemon, retreat aid. As long as Dodrio is benched by whatever that power is, less to retreat your active Pokemon. Rage does 10 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on Dodrio. 10 plus. Then we've got Meowth and Persian as the last ones. So Meowth is 40. It's a Team Rocket card. Coin Hurl. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and flip a coin. If heads, the attack does 20 damage to the Pokemon. Don't apply any weakness and resistance for this attack. Any after effects that would happen after applying weakness and resistance still happen. So we move on to Persian, which is it evolves from Meowth. 70 HP. It does a scratch, which is 20. Pounce. If the defending Pokemon attacks Persian during your opponent's next turn, any damage done by the attack is reduced by 10 after applying weakness and resistance. Bench either Pokemon. Ends the effect. 30. Oh, excuse me. Right. And that's it. Although, I'll just show you this card a minute. 2 seconds. This is a card I purchased. It was 20. No, yeah, it was 2 years ago for around £23, which is nothing. Which is Charizard, and it is a 2018 Pokemon Sun and Moon Charizard Hollow, Dragon Majesty, PSA 10 rated, so the best PSA level you can get. I bought it for about £25 and it's worth around 100 now. So yeah, as you can see, it's in the plastic casing, PSA rated. I got it off eBay. Yeah, it's my PSA 10 Charizard from Sun and Moon 2018, which is obviously not that long ago, but I can't really afford one of the one of the newer ones. So there. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching my latest video on ASMR. I'll have some more gaming videos for you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.